What's happening, family? Today is 2220. 2220. It's the last time we'll be able to say that. So today's word of the day, this is a word of the day, February 2nd, 2020. Today's word of the day is similar to a word that we might experience today, because today is Super Bowl Sunday. Hey Tina, how you doing? Thanks for hanging out. Today's word is similar to a word that we might experience today, but with one extra letter. So the word we might experience today, hey Miss Vedel, thanks for watching, because it's Super Bowl Sunday, is interception. Today's word is like interception with one added letter, an O in the middle of it. And today's word is interoception. Have you all ever heard of this word before? I want to say previous to today's session, I want to say I have heard this word before at some point, but I don't quite know, or I didn't quite know what it meant. So let's talk about it. By the way, I ran into this because of my self-care meditation session this morning as I was studying and practicing. And tomorrow's session that I'm going to do is going to feature this word, tomorrow's self-care session. So if you stay tuned tomorrow morning, you'll get the whole ins and out of how this applies to meditation. This has something to do with meditation. But because of time, I'm just going to do the definition today. So interoception. Interoception is a sense that provides information about the internal condition of our body, how our body is feeling on the inside. Interoception allows us to experience many body sensations, such as a growling stomach, dry mouth, tense muscles, or racing heart. So it's almost like what is that word? It's almost like introspection. It has to do with the inner vision, so to speak. Thanks, Stevie. It's like the inner vision of your body. So you're always experiencing emotions. You're always experiencing things. An array of emotions, both good feeling and not so good feeling, as well as external senses like temperature, hot, cold, pain, discomfort, like they said here, a growling stomach, dry mouth. Like, you're always experiencing things. There's another level of experiencing them, which I like the way it put it here at a glance by Amanda Morin. She says interoception is a lesser known sense. It's like a real nuanced sense of paying attention to what's going on with your body or with your emotions instead of just being the emotions. Interoception is a lesser known sense that helps you understand and feel what's going on inside your body. Kids who struggle with the interoceptive sense may have trouble knowing when they feel hungry, full, hot, cold, or thirsty. Having trouble with this sense can also make self-regulation a challenge. And this that I'm looking at is actually an article that's called Interoception and Sensory Processing Issues, What You Need to Know. And in fact, what I'm going to do while I'm talking to you all is, if you're watching on Facebook right now, I'm going to paste it to the chat. I'm going to paste it under this video so you can do more research on that. Okay. So this article has to do with how it relates to children. Now I'm going to read another definition that's from Wikipedia that's a bit more involved and has a bit more complex language, a bit more technical. Interoception is contemporarily defined as the sense of the internal state of the body. This can be both conscious and non-conscious. It encompasses the brain's process of integrating signals relayed from the body into specific subregions like the brainstem, thalamus, insula, soma, I don't know how to say this, somatosensory, I don't know how to pronounce that, SOMATO sensory, and anterior cingulate cortex, allowing for a nuanced representation of the physiological state of the body. So basically, there's a physical representation, there's a nuanced representation of your body in these places, and it represents the physiological state of the body. This is important for maintaining homeostatic conditions in the body and potentially aiding in self-awareness. So they say potentially aiding, but as I was listening to in the course that I just did, the studies are showing that this isn't just potential in aiding self-awareness. Like, it really does have an effect on your self-awareness. So it's another way of saying, like, not just being your experiences, but experiencing your experiences. You know, being able to kind of step back and see yourself, like step out of yourself to see yourself. But really, you're just feeling, you know, what you're already feeling inside and making note of it. So let's see a little bit more information. Interoception. Oh, that's the one we just read. Okay. I like how it said, you know, that this is important for maintaining homeostatic conditions. So for those that don't know what homeostasis is, it's like a process of being real, even keeled and balanced. And that's why this comes up in the field of neuroscience and how it relates and why it relates to meditation, why I even stumbled across it today. Because when you have interoception, or when you're practicing it and you're doing things like what we're going to do in this self-care session tomorrow morning, you're actually contributing to the homeostasis of your body. You know, the ability to be even keel, the ability to kind of like know what's going on, feel what you feel, but not be so caught up in it that it makes you go awry, or it takes you to some extreme. You know, this is interoception. I might have to do a song called Interoception. Interoception. What's your perception? Don't neglect it, because it's important. I'm not forcing it on you, just presenting it like, here we go. You can feel it or not. It tells you when you're cold and when you're hot, amongst many things. But we're going to talk more about this tomorrow. I just wanted to give you all an introduction and to make it the word of the day. Let's talk about why this is important. Our brain uses this data to regulate vital functions like body temperature, hunger, thirst, digestion, and heart rate. Interoception helps us feel and understand what is going on inside our body. So it's another word for self-awareness and self-consciousness. It also is another word for like healing yourself. Like, well, I can't say it's another word for it, but it leads to understanding like how to heal yourself, how to deal with yourself. I think that might be it. I don't really need to put it in a sentence, because I think that the definition describes it. Awareness of one's body is intimately linked to self-identity, the sense of being, quote-unquote, me. Interoception, defined here as the sense of the physiological condition of the body, is a ubiquitous information channel used to represent one's body from within. So it's almost like you're like they were talking about with those different places, the hypothalamus and all those other cortexes and all those places. It's like, it's a movie. It's almost like I picture like a movie screen. So it's almost like when you are somewhere where they have security and you have the building, and so there's the building and everything that's happening, but then you have a room inside the building where you have a security guard sitting there looking at images on screens of the whole building. So it's in a small space, but this person, he or she, can see the whole building from this small space and be able to see what's going on. It's like the control center, the command center. But then you can go outside of the building and then see the whole building. It's like the building within the side of the building. Another reality. Anyway, that's where my mind goes. So that's the word of the day. Interoception. What's your perception? Interoception. What's your perception? Don't neglect this because it's important. Interoception. All right, y'all. That's it for today. I'm out of here. Heading to a great meeting with my good friend Sherry Goodall to talk about some good business stuff, and I hope to update you all on that shortly because I'm probably going to do a vlog. But other than that, stay tuned for Mood Mondays. Well, Mood Mondays might not happen tonight. If it does, because tonight is Super Bowl and I might be watching it somewhere. So if it does happen, look out for the message on my Facebook timeline. And if it does, then it might be a 5:30 or 5 o'clock to 6 kind of thing. We'll see. I might make it happen even in the midst of the game. So join me back for that later tonight. And then join me tomorrow for the 10% Happier Self-Care Journey video, which will be based around interoception, but with a practice that I learned and that I'll be showing you to use in order to develop this skill. So that's about it. Until then, I'll see you all soon. As always, peace and be well. Take care.